Hey Queens, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to ask you a question. And this question, if you know how to answer it correctly, it could change like your life, like for real. And the question is, what will you settle for? What will you settle for? When you think about settling, usually we think about something negative. But simply put, settling means just what you accepted. Oh, they settled for this job. They settled for this partner. They settled for, this kind of life. And we always think about like the bad side of settling, but there's a good side of settling. Like they settled for this amount of money. Okay, like we have to put it in a different perspective. And once we do that, then we can determine what do we want to settle for. You need to ask yourself that. Okay. And the easiest way to do that is to look at your past and see, okay, what did I settle for that wasn't good? Someone who didn't treat me right. Someone who didn't treat me right. Someone who didn't respect me. Someone who maybe was unfaithful. Someone who wasn't financially stable. Maybe they were very immature. Whatever it was. Maybe they were, abusive, whatever. You can look at your past and say, I've been there, done that, don't want it again. Never gonna have it again. Never gonna tolerate that again. So if you don't want someone disrespecting you, then you will settle for someone who respects you. Maybe that person didn't honor you, they didn't celebrate your birthday. So you don't want someone who doesn't celebrate, I'm tongue-tying myself up. You want someone who celebrates you. So I will settle for someone who respects me and someone who celebrates me. I'm not going to settle for someone who's unfaithful, so I will settle for someone who is faithful and has integrity. Because in order to be faithful, you have to have some kind of integrity, something to hold on to. Like, they just believe, okay, people can do whatever they want. There's, it's all about them. They can live their life however they want to. As long as they feel like they're not hurting anybody. That's an immature person. They don't have integrity and they're not mature. So you want somebody who's mature, someone who respects you, someone who is faithful, and you want to settle for that kind of person. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, you ever hear like the court cases where they settle for this amount and they're unhappy and that's what all they can get. They can't go back and ask for more because they settle. Once you settle, like that's what you're accepting. You're saying, this is what I'm going to accept. This is a good for me. This is what I'm willing to accept. But a lot of times, like we use that negative way. The wind is really loud. Let me roll these windows up. And we settle for something out of fear, out of thinking we can't do better, out of thinking, oh, I'm too old. I don't want to go through the dating world again. So it's better for me to just accept these little crumbs than to have to go back and maybe have nothing at all. So I'll take these little crumbs. They ain't satisfying me. I don't like them. It's not good. They don't make me happy. It's not what I want at all. But I'd rather have this little crumb than maybe no crumb at all. Honey, no, we don't do that here. You've been there, you've done that, you've seen that side. Okay, you need to get to the promised land. The promised land where you have an abundance. You don't got to eat crumbs. You can eat a whole buffet just set out just for you. Got a special seat for you just waiting for you there. But you have to stop settling for the bad and settle for the good. So right after this video, I want you to tell me, or even in the description, tell me 5 things that you will settle for. I got makeup on my finger. Settle for in a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be, whatever, a romantic relationship. Tell me 5 things that positive things that you will settle for in a relationship. It could be someone with integrity, someone who's faithful, someone who's financially mature. Stop letting people guilt trip you, make you think that, oh, you're shallow for wanting a man who's responsible, who knows how to handle finances, or at least willing to do the work to either get out of debt, get his finances right, and be mature to save for the future. So you guys ain't over here all old, can't work, and you're just living off of, welfare or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's important. super important, because your finances are going to dictate the quality of life that you can have, the kind of food you can buy, the kind of medical attention you can get. So that's one of my standards. You need to know or be willing to learn, preferably already know something, okay? Because we in our 30s. I'm in my 30s. So at this point, you should have learned something in life, okay? Stop being afraid to put standards and requirements. Hey, if we in our 50s, you're in your 50s, he need to have something. Don't tell me he ain't got no job. He work at McDonald's. He ain't got no car. He living with his mama or his baby mom. Come on now. Nah, some stuff you shouldn't just accept. Some stuff you be like, okay, nah, I'm above your pay grade. You can't handle me. And I can't handle you because you're going to drive me crazy. You need to be able to look at a person and look at their situation. Okay, you need to judge. Stop thinking that you ain't supposed to judge people. We know we're not supposed to condemn people, but you need to judge. You don't got no job. You moody. You got mental health issues. You're unstable. How are you going to lead me? To be a leader to our children, to me, and be a good person to even be around. And you got mood swings. You don't know how to handle your emotions. You don't know how to communicate. You're really immature at your age. Wow, that's sad. Well, it's not going to work out. No, thank you. Next. You need to be able to talk to yourself like that, reason, and talk yourself through situations and through your thought process. So you're not like, oh, a man, let's get married. No, queen, that's going to get you in a whole world of hurt and hell on earth. I promise you've been there two times. Three. No, stop taking whatever just come to you. Oh, I like you. Let's get married. Ugh, get away from me. You got a job? You don't got a job? You got a baby, but you don't take care of them? You don't pay child support? Ugh, get away from me. You trifling. You trifling. We got to stop this old touchy-feely society. We so scared to offend everybody. We're so scared to tell the truth and to live the truth. I don't want no broke, busted man. I ain't a broke, busted woman. I don't care if I have kids. I'm a good woman. I live life like you did. You probably got kids too, but you ain't gonna see the people condemning you for having kids. You ain't gonna condemn me. And if you is, you ain't worth my time. Get out my face. Okay? Stop this double standard, this one-sided stuff. You gotta know who you are, know what you bring to the table, know that you're worthy, and stop letting people tell you what you're worthy, what you deserve because of the life that you lived. Stop that. That's foolishness. It's ridiculous. And no, you don't have to accept that. If you do, that's your choice. But you're going to be miserable because people are going to try to just sell you short because they don't want to pay the price it takes to have you. Oh no, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve this. So if they can convince you of that, then you'll accept whatever they give to you, which will be nothing. Pretty much nothing. And they'll be walking off smiling. Oh, look at this person. They don't know their worth. They let me do all this. I only got to do this. I get everything. I get to live with them. They give me money. I get everything. You have to stop letting people tell you what you deserve. You are worthy just the way you are. You need to be confident just the way you are because you are worthy. It doesn't matter what kind of life you live. Who are you now? What lessons have you learned? What are you doing now? Judge yourself by who you are now. And then keep on working to be better every day. And don't settle for the bad. Settle for the good. Write the 5 things down of what you want. And let me know in the comments what it is. I love you, queens. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Till next time, queens. I got that new book coming out soon. Love yourself again. Stay tuned. I'll keep you on the loop. Till next time.